All right. Hello. What's going on? How are we doing? I uh, I see that we've got a chat already going. This is cool. So everybody out there, we got Jimmy. Jimmy, how's it going? Yeah, yeah. I mean the Hoffman forum's running wild right now, and this is the king of the Hoffman forum right here, Mr. Duke Viking. How you doing, Cuz? Hope you're doing all right. Slow day at work. You're checking out the Hoffman forum all day long. Anyways, um, so yeah, very exciting times. Looks like we're going to get a new release announcement tomorrow, according to some people. So we will see. First of all, hello, Tom Hunyadi here. This is your midweek Macca break, and thanks for being here. And I guess we're going to talk about some Beatles anthology if you want. We'll talk McCartney, anything you guys want to talk about. Let's do that. I am outside. It's a doom and gloom kind of day, so you'll hear noises. Um, Hope you guys don't care too much about that. Anyways, no, me too. Can't wait for tomorrow's announcement. Yeah, there we go. So we got a whole bunch of people talking about tomorrow. We got Mike here as well. How you doing, Mike? We got Ollie here. Okay, and Joseph Montenegro. How you doing, Joseph? So what's going on, everybody? So pictures started popping up yesterday, right? Long day at work yesterday. These things always happen on my long days at work. You know, these pre-announcements that happen on the Hoffman forum, and which was once the great best kept secret around, not so much anymore. But yeah, Hoffman forum is fantastic. And let's see here. I guess part of the 50% already released will be now and then, and Free as a Bird, Real Love, B-sides. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I'm not one to speculate, but I mean, it's fun trying to guess what's going to be on this fourth anthology. It is kind of cool. We're going to get a fourth anthology. It's cool that all four anthologies will be in one box, which that'll probably be the one I go for. I'll probably get the CD and the vinyl. Who am I kidding? Semi Precious. How you doing? Does the anthology release affect the release of a new McCartney? So, it could affect it. I mean, we could be looking at now at like a December release of a new McCartney album if that's the way he wants to go. I don't know, but it didn't affect anything in 2018, right? When we got the White Album, box set, we got Egypt Station, right? We got the didn't we get the first Lennon box in 18? Remind me, please. So and then we got a Ringo. So the fourth quarter of 2018, we got something each month. Then we get the Ringo, the new Ringo album at the time. We got the actually in 2018 we got a new McCartney record. We got the White Album, and then we got the two McCartney box sets. So I don't know. I don't think it'll affect it, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Since the anthology is coming, I'm guessing Paul's almost likely won't come out until early 2016. Paul, no. Again, look, just go back to 2018 when Egypt Station was competing against the White Album box set. Remember, don't forget these things. Right. An early announcement for Beatles in August for now November release. Yeah. Right. And why is this announcement coming so quickly after the Lennon box set? Right? Couldn't we just give this Lennon box set like a few weeks? And plus, it's coming out a week later. I mean, we could have got this announcement next month. I don't know. I think this announcement is coming to cover up the controversy over the Power to the People box set without that song being on there. Let's see here. How you doing? Or anyone else remember Paul pulled back his Off the Ground album by 1 week. Yeah. I mean, but that, I mean, whatever. I mean, sometimes people do that. Movies will do that so they don't have to compete against each other. Yeah. Angelo, hello. Hi, Tom. Was a pleasure meeting at the fest. I ran into you as you were heading out, and we discussed Lennon. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Stan, you added to your collection. Cited. Yeah, it was great meeting you too, buddy. Um, it was great meeting everybody there that I hadn't met before. So very cool. Thank you. Thank you for talking with me. Noah, so your thoughts on Anthology 4? I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a very cool thing, and we kind of knew this was going to happen, right? I think that I'd be happier with Blu-ray, but it just depends on what's on 4. I mean, if 4 is going to be half stuff we've already got, and then half of stuff we don't have, I mean, what's the point of giving us stuff that we already have? I think that would probably be the bummer of the release. And plus, we're gonna get Now and Then again, right? I mean, I've already got 7, 8 ways to listen to Now and Then, right? We've all got the rainbow colors of the 7-inch vinyl, right? I got the white, I got the blue, we got the smoky blue, we got the black. I mean, and then you got the red. You got the red 12 inches, we got the cassette, right? We got the CD single. So we've already got, how many different ways we can listen to Now and Then. Plus it was on the red and blue redo, right? So, but it's going to be cool that it's there. It's going to be cool that it's there. Yes, I know some people forget that. I mean, that the last 4 months of 2018 was a very, very, very busy, 4 months. 2021 was no slouch as well for a bunch of Beatles releases, right? Absolutely. Danny boy, what's going on? Hi, Tom. You may be right. Taking the heat off of Sean. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in doing this back-to-back weeks when this is coming out a month later. They should have announced this next month, in September. But yeah. Let's see here. What are you hoping will be on volume? Well, I think the whole thing about Carnival of Light. I think that's like the one thing that everybody hopes that they can have, and then obviously the 26 minutes of Helter Skelter, which I think was the slower version. I think those are kind of like dreams and wishes that may never come true. But we'll see. Whatever. As long as it's stuff I haven't heard before. We can get stuff from the Black Album. That's what I really want. If you know what the Black Album is, it's just stuff from January '69. If you haven't listened to the Black, go to YouTube, type in Beatles Black Album. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, September to November was busy. Yep. Yes. James Boyce, how are you? Little Tom, Paul's new album is Flaming Pie 2 or Cremated Pie. Oh, yeah. Facebook followed Anthology first time around. Yeah. Flaming Pie. Yeah, Flaming Pie followed. Yeah, right. But that was 2 years later. So good to see you, James. So you raised a very good point about the timing of Anthology 4 announcement in the wake of the New York City Lennon box controversy, but we have been getting lots with the mono box reissues, Macca tour. Yeah, yep. Yeah, just a lot of news. I mean, this is a crazy time right now, right? Crazy time. Ali, I'm happy we can all forget about the travesty now. Okay, fair. The usual make announcements in August, don't they? They usually make announcements. Yeah, but yeah, they could have waited till the last week of August, or maybe it is to take the heat off. Who knows? I don't know. This is just a guess, really. That's just speculating, which, again, I'm not the biggest fan of doing, but whatever. So is the Rubber Soul remix and early albums, are they dead? I guess it depends. I mean, what's more important? I guess the Beatles, they feel like the 30th anniversary of the anthology is more important than releasing Rubber Soul. I mean, McCartney does that too. He has what he would like to put out, and then he puts them in order of importance, right? So if he's going to be putting out a new album, that's going to be more important to him than putting out anything archive related. We'll see. But then again, what about this this documentary, right? This Paul documentary, Wings documentary, I should say. I mean, is that still coming out this year, or does that wait till next year? James asked a very interesting question. What's more offensive, Motor of Love or Women is the of the World? Wow. Ollie's answered right away. Oh, sorry about that. Ollie answered. There you go. But listen, Motor of Love is just downright terrible. I'm calling this the anthology. Okay. Joseph says, I remember Giles said he worked on it. Yeah. And then I think Lawrence Schubert said he worked on Back to the Egg too. But where's that? Where's that? Although he denied it when we had him on. Kent, how you doing? Going to Liverpool tomorrow. Great time for Beatles. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you, and I will be saving up to get to Liverpool. I'm hoping within the next 2 to 3 years. Duke says there is more albums not released that have been released. 26 to 30 will be fruitful for Beatles SDE albums. So yeah, let's hope so. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited for you going to Liverpool. That's awesome. Yeah, good point. Lauren said that the fest I went to New York. Yeah. So I think it's got to be dead. It's got to be dead. The Paul's archives are dead. Okay, we're gonna have to wait until 28 and 29 to get London Town and Back to the Egg on the Half Speed Masters. That's just me. Volume 4, possibly the hybrid collection. Yeah. Yep. Let's see here. Jeff Britton is in Liverpool for Beatle workout. Oh, that is very cool. That is very cool. It's he should be getting the recognition he deserves. Recognition. Sorry. Star Club, possibly, right? Possibly. Let's hope so. Let's just get stuff that we haven't heard or cleaned up or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, so good times. I'm glad everybody's joining. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button now. If you're here and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And we really appreciate it. And I want to say this month, right now, August, is the 9th anniversary of the show, Two Legs podcast that my cousin Duke over here, Duke Viking, and I started back in August of 2016. I finally convinced him after probably a year of saying, let's do a podcast. So I'm glad he's here today. But yeah, this is the 9th anniversary of Two Legs. Next week, I will be ranking everything from Paul McCartney. And that means canon, classical, experimental, and live stuff. I'm going to be ranking 46 albums next week, whether Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm looking forward to doing that. I think we'll get both audio and video announcements tomorrow. I hope so. And and hopefully the video part of it just won't be on Disney Plus. Hopefully we'll get a Blu-ray set as well. But you haven't seen anything like that on Hoppin' Forum yet, have you, David? Just the audio, right? Let's see here. Yes, he pulled. Yes, I did. Hold on one second, Laura. I hope the set isn't overly expensive. I heard it might be. We'll see. We'll see. There's always this thing called a firm, you know. And let's see here. Oh man, I'm so hoping for a video announcement. Yeah, so am I. So am I. I would love to get a Blu-ray announcement for that. Nope. Okay, so yeah, it's just audio right now. The long and winding ranking road. There you go. I love that. The long and ranking road. Yep. Yeah. So that should be a fun. Aaron Badgley is going to join me for that one. He's not ranking, but he's just going to join me. Ollie says, I'm looking forward to compiling a new remix remaster session album from these releases. The session albums is underrated. Okay. Matthew, what's going on? Will you be ranking catalog chronologically first or fully integrated? Yeah, everything's going to be integrated. Everything. It's just all mushed into one, and I just picked them up here and put this one there. And I have a lot of fun with this. I mean, we're revisiting a lot of stuff that I haven't listened to for a long time, like the live stuff, some of the classical stuff. I listened to The Family Way actually for the first time a few months ago. Really enjoyed it, but it's going to be really low in the rankings. So, and I'll give my reasons why. But yeah. So again, it's going to be everything but the greatest hit stuff, the compilations. All right. So let's see here. Ken says, looking forward to a new anthology release. So am I. I think this is going to be a fun release. You know, I don't know if it was needed, but yeah, I think it's going to be a fun release. Let's just wait and see what we're going to get. 80 pounds for 8 CDs is a fair, I guess. Yeah. Let's see here. The video does need an upgrade, that's for sure. Yeah, it does. Especially if you're watching it on, current TVs, HD TVs and whatnot. It doesn't look great. But then again, I guess it was shot on video or film. We'll see. Going to Liverpool tomorrow as well. We'll be doing 12 gigs there with 2 bands. Oh, very cool, Jimmy. Very cool. I wish I could be there and see that. Noah says, do you think the stereo box all analog cuts should be released to pop? Absolutely. Everything should be released, right? We should have the options for everything to buy, right? Whether it's stereo or mono, all the video stuff. I think it's important to have the options to get everything. Yeah, on vinyl. Absolutely. Let's see here. Matthew, any big revolution in your revisiting efforts? Tripping the Live, fantastic. Sounds terrible. It's a very flat sounding record or CD or just, listening experience. I did not enjoy listening to Tripping the Live, fantastic. However, I did really enjoy revisiting Back in the US and World. I thought those were really good listening experience. And same with Good Evening New York City. I haven't listened to Good Evening New York City in a long time. And really enjoyed that listening experience. Let's see, how long are you anticipating this ranking video? I'm going to go quick. So hopefully no more than 2 hours. I'm going to go really quick. Like I said, it's just going to be me ranking them. So we're gonna talk about it, Aaron and I, real quick, and go back and forth off each other. And hopefully Andy will pop in if he wants to, and we can talk about all that stuff. All right. Ken says, Jimmy, see you in Liverpool. Very cool. Very cool. Duke says this hype is so much better than the 64 celebration release doc. Yeah, that 64 doc was kind of lame, wasn't it? I must admit, I haven't played the Anthology CD. Same here, buddy. Same here. But it'll be cool revisiting them. Let's see here. Joseph says, I'm interested in the John Lennon set. I wish the 2 CD was a 3 CD set. 1 CD for the concert, maybe hybrid. Yeah, 1 CD for the New York City album. 1 CD for bonus home recordings. That would represent the year better. Well, I know. Again, we're never happy. We're never happy, right? You see there, Kent. Look out for the Bluebirds. Ooh, or Sweden and Rocks Off. Cool. Let's see here. Then getting day and night shows. Yep. Let's see here. Tripping is overproduced, but was great when it first came out. Yeah. Few tracks on Tripping. Macca is wrecking his throats. Yeah, possibly, but again, it just the CD sounded flat, and just got to listen to Wings Over America. I mean, that's the staple, right? I mean, that's the bar. I mean, I don't understand how one CD can sound so much better than another one, and they're all off a soundboard, right? And I just felt like, and I'm not picking on the band or anything like that. The band sounds great. I'm just talking about the mix. The mix is terrible. Tom, did you include the Wings Over Europe CD? No, I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not. David, how are you? Thanks for being here. Tripping doesn't reflect the shows. 89.90. I went and the energy of the shows isn't reflected on the album. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. But again, it's just the music. I mean, especially the louder you play it, the worse it sounds. Yeah. So, Tom, did you get to watch the Lighten Up Morris? No, I haven't, Laura. I haven't, but I know of it, and I'm sure I will catch it at some point. Yeah, Lighten Up Morrissey. Poor guy. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure I will catch it, Laura. But thank you for reminding me about it. Either way, I'm still gonna see it. If I have the chance, I'm still gonna see him many, many more times, hopefully, in the future. And it's funny too because as a bad of a reputation that he has as a live performer, walking off or not showing. All of my experiences, I've seen him 4 times now, and all my experiences have been fantastic. There was one time though, it was close. The second time I saw him in Phoenix, Arizona, this was during the summertime, and let me tell you, it was hot. And this was a really small venue, and it was just hot. He did walk off after the second show, and we were like, "Oh shit, is he gonna do it?" And then he came back like 2 minutes later. But yeah, that's fun. That was fun. So. But yeah, like I said, please hit that like button, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't. Whew. Laura says, "Oh wait a minute, let me get to Laura's here." Yeah, I dig Mercy. He's also annoying. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Paul tends to balls up his live release, especially the DVDs. Lizzie, how you doing? How are you? Anyways, so what else is going on? So, what do you guys want to see on this 4th volume of Anthology? Live stuff. Do you want to see unreleased stuff? I mean, yeah. I mean, Carnival Light would probably be cool to have on there. However, I mean, what if it sucks? What if we all hate it? Danny says, has anybody else noticed that Free as a Bird music video has been taken down, but the Real Love music video remains on YouTube? Could be they are staggering this release. Free as a Bird, early possible. Maybe they remastered it, and they're gonna put it out, the new version of it. Closer to November for a re-release, right? So we'll see. But no, I didn't notice it was down. I don't, go on 1 second. I mean, I don't search that, seek that song out. I mean, I don't like, yearn to see that video. I'm not the biggest fan of Free as a Bird, to be honest with you guys. I've said that for pretty much since it came out, that I don't think it's, I mean, it's the Beatles, yes, but I mean, is it Beatle worthy? I don't know. Real Love is more Beatles worthy, in my opinion, than Free as a Bird. Especially Now and Then is also very much Beatles worthy. Um, but I don't think Free as a Bird is up there with the other two. Ken says, "Have you been to Beatles Week in Liverpool? Amazing times, guaranteed." Yeah, not yet. I would love to. Trust me, I would love to. uh, See here, Lizzie says, "I'm going to be so broke this fall between seeing Paul and Anthology." Yeah, yeah. So I am in for 3 Paul shows right now at the moment. I am going to be doing 2 or 3 more. Okay, so I am locked in for Vegas, Minneapolis, and the second show in Chicago, which is the last stop of the tour. Okay, I'm also looking into doing Tulsa. uh, there's still those Midwest venues still have some really really good seats. Boise, Tulsa, Denver still has some really good seats, and and you can go somewhat on the cheaper side, so you don't have to spend $1,200. If you don't want to, and that's how I'm going to be going to as many shows as possible, because I'm going to be doing it more on the cheaper side. But I can't wait. I cannot wait for those shows. I cannot wait for those shows. Let's see. I hope the 50% off already released isn't entirely from what we have on a special deluxe edition. They can mop up all the straight tracks. Freezer Bird, Real Love, B-sides, the Two Love. Hold on 1 second. All right. Anyways, yeah, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. Joseph's Volume 4, maybe some songs from Let It Be and Abbey Road era songs recorded, but not on the albums, because there was a good amount of material. Carnival Light, maybe some live tracks, but not a whole live album. Right. Um, David says, "Shame Woman has been dropped off Power to the People reissue as by far the best song on the." I think so. I think it's fantastic. Well, I think New York City uh, uh, is the best track on the album, but that song is very good. I think it's in my top 5 on the album for sure. So there's that. Lizzie, so wow, nice. I'll be at the Monday show, and okay, so you'll be at the first one. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. I mean, this is that Chicago. That second stop in Chicago. Is it going to be his last live show in the States or anywhere? We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. As the man sang, I don't know. Anyways, what else is going on, everybody? What else is coming out? I mean, so we got October, right, filled now, and now we got November filled. Okay. We don't have anything in September, do we? I don't think so. We don't have anything in December. Yeah, we don't have anything in December, so we shall see. We shall see. Let's see here. All talk of Paul's new album seems to have gone quiet. It has. It absolutely. Yeah. And yeah, and it's really disappointing too, because at the end of last year, we knew that he was getting close to finishing his new album, right? And at the beginning of this year, he announced that he was going to be finishing the album, right? How long does it take? How long? I mean, nowadays, I guess it takes a long time to make an album, which and if he's being a perfectionist or whatever, I'm just really interested in hearing how this album's going to sound, especially his voice. James, you can still get the offending song from other releases, so not putting it on the box set is a bit silly. Yeah, exactly. You can still, as of last week, the day before the announcement, you can still go on Amazon and you can still buy sometime in New York City. Okay. Duke, Harrison Clan, see you in 2026. Yeah, I hope so. I would love to get an updated, cleaned up version of the concert of Bangladesh, right? I thought it looked fine when it came out. What was it, 2006 when it came out on DVD and the reissue of the album? I thought the DVD looked fine, but yeah, let's get the concert for Bangladesh next. Surely November 21st release is Christmas taken up. Let's see here, September for Wings Doc. Well, you would think it would be announced already if that was the case. See, I think Paul is pulling a CNC and memory almost full type situation. Okay. What, like kind of like starting an album, going to a different album, and then going back to an album. See, David Jackson would like to see a film of Paul playing on Stone's album. Yeah, apparently he played bass on 2 songs, and so we got the first one there, right? And then he's going to be on the follow-up album. I think it would be cool if ABC aired a new cleanup version of the Anthology. I still to this day have the VHS and then recorded off a Beatles C with the commercial. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I did that too because I had to work and I missed it. So I recorded it off a VHS player. Yeah, I did that too. And then they came out. Was it it was a 10 VHS set, or was it 8 or 10? And then it was a 4-disc Blu-ray, right? Or sorry, DVD. Let's see. Oh, wait, September's a week away. Yeah, we're getting closer to September. We're getting closer to September. Yes, I think so. I think getting Concert for Bangladesh would be next. I'm sure that they gave it to Peter Jackson for him to clean it up. So we got a loud motorcycle going by. All right. Oh, what else do we want to come out? I can pretty much. I guess we can pretty much say that we're never going to get a Ringo box set. We're never going to get a Ringo Apple Years box set. That looks like it's going to be completely over with, right? I don't see us ever getting a Ringo, which is a shame because I would love to get a reissue of Bukuza Blues. Yeah. So, yeah, I think we can call it. We're never going to get a Ringo box set, and I think we're never going to get a Ringo Apple Years box set. I think that the boat is sailed on, and it's a shame. And I don't have any inside information to this. I'm just saying. I think that we're not going to get anything, which is too bad. Ali says we'll get a Ringo box when Ringo leaves us. Maybe, but I would just say it would be just a compilation. I don't think it'll be any box set. 1 or 2 CD compilation. I don't know. Are they going to? Is the Harrison camp going to continue with these box sets for George Harrison? Will this the concert for Bangladesh, right? That was 2 shows, right? Will we get both of those? If he does Dark Horse, do we keep getting bonus tracks? Do we keep getting early takes or demos on upcoming releases? Let's see here. Buyers, hello. Yes, happy hump day. Absolutely. I hope Cloud9 is next. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And Lizzie says yes to Cloud9. James says, as far as Paul's archives are concerned, why can't his management just tell us if it's dead or not? Exactly. Because it's better. It's better to just to keep us all talking and speculating about it. It's just keeping interest. I mean, because by that time, by 28 and 29, when it's time for the Half-Speed Masters to come out, I mean, I think that's how I think we're going to get them. I don't think we're going to get a box set, but yeah, they should. They should. I mean, like Sean should have just come out and said, "This is why this song is not on." So, but well, just transparency, people, transparency, and everybody. Tomorrow, if we do get the announcement, make sure you read the press release. Read that press release. The PM archives are as active as a one-way kicking contest with Heather. Yes. I love that. I wonder if we, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be interesting to have Heather on, I don't know. Let's see here. For George boxes, I'm happy to skip Dark Horse Extra Texture until the mood takes me, but I really want 33 to 30. Yeah. Let's see here. James says some of us original Wings fans aren't getting any younger. If there's major delays, yeah, I hear you. But again, guys, if Back to the Egg is a legal issue, then move on from that and release something else, right? Off the Ground would be an amazing archive release, right? As much as I don't like that album, it would be an amazing archive release because you got all those bonus tracks that he was working on, including a track like Is It Raining in London? Okay. And a lot of video content, right? We got that MTV show that our buddy Joe Mayo was at. So an Off the Ground box set would be fantastic. If that is why Back to the Egg is being held up because of legal issues, then move on to another one, right? James says, oh yeah, we already got that one. Duke is these camps just push me to the continuing supporting the bootleggers. Yeah, whom do it right. Yeah, right. I know you're a bootlegger. I know, buddy. Let's see here. James says I will be in a box set before for any. I'll be in a box set before any of these other Paul boxes come out. Yeah. Guys, give me a second. I got to leave for 1 second. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Okay. So let's get back to it. All right, come on. Off the Ground would be interesting. I have no real interest. and too depressed to play. Well, even that I think would be really interesting too. I mean, you can go on YouTube and type in, like an underdub press to play, and you'll hear those tracks. It was just Eric Stewart, Jerry Marotta, and Paul McCartney, right? And it's the pre-Hugh Padgham mix. And I thought that was a fantastic. You can do that kind of like you did Flowers in the Dirt, you know. See, you have the London Town 4x4 trying to figure out how to frame it. On the cheap, also have 4x4 Back to the Egg, Bad Boy, George Harrison self-titled Double Fantasy. Any ideas how to frame these huge posters? Anybody? Where are you? There's Michael's specializes in doing frames, but they're all custom framing, so they're going to cost an arm and a leg. So Tony D, hello. Tony D's in the house. Yes, a little intermission break there. We're back though. We are back. Let's see here. The off the ground set would be great because the bonus songs are mostly great. I would be good with press to play too. I would be too. I mean, mostly because I love Yvonne's the one, or whether you want to call it Yvonne or Yvonne the one. I am not a big fan of what Eric Stewart did to it on that last 10cc album. Okay. I want that version that you can hear on YouTube or on other bootlegs of press to play bootlegs. I adore Yvonne's the one. Ken says, I will buy any future McCartney archive release. I hope they will be released not too far. I hope so too, buddy. I hope so too. Joseph says, I agree, Tom. Move on with the releases. Off the Ground, Unplugged, Press to Play, Broad Street, Tripping Life, Fantastic, Unplugged, and Off the Ground have many great songs that were not on proper. Absolutely. Let's see. I'm looking forward to Broad Street Archive EP. Well, you could have Paul's demo of On the Wings of a Nightingale on there, Duke, I'll take a Driving Range archive sets. Yeah. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about the anthology before we even know what's happening. And Anthology 4 is intriguing, but an update, expanded TV series is what would really interest. Same here. This is Broad Street with unused cut film experts would be great too. Yeah. Yep. I think so. And then you can just put the Blu-ray version of the film in there, or if he wants to, like he did with The Wings Over America, right? What did he do? He sold the Blu-ray separately. It should have been in the box set. Oh well. James says 10cc murdered Iman. No wonder we can't find her. No, I'm not going to see 10cc in Royal Oak. I mean, who's in the band these days? Who's running the show, sort of say, for 10cc? Christian, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for popping on. Mr. Wisby, Mr. Books Beatles Books podcast. Good to see you here. Have been quoting Anthology to myself all day. Paul's broken a glass. I just, the quotes from Paul are fantastic on the Anthology, right? Let's see here. Can Apple hire Criterion for Blu-ray release these days? Sure, they can. If they own, they can license out anything to Criterion. If they own it, they can license out. I was hoping that Criterion, or I was hoping that Apple would license out Let It Be to Criterion. I think that would be fantastic. Criterion would do a great job restoring that film, but then again, Peter Jackson did it, and why do you need a Criterion when you to restore things when you got Peter Jackson now in your back pocket? See, Graham Goldman is only okay. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Graham's cool. I mean, Graham's wrote some great songs, for other people. He's a big hit maker, but I wouldn't go see 10cc just for Graham. I mean, if Eric was there too, if Eric was there, maybe I would. Let's form our own band. There you go. Let's see here. I want to get back sessions. Well, you know what? There's a talk to my cousin. Maybe he'll he'll copy every 83 discs of the Get Back sessions. That's that was very nice of you, by the way, David. If I had never, I know I've thanked you, but copying all 83 discs and sending them to me was great of you. I love that. I mean, that might be my favorite bootleg. The Black Album, because the Black Album is associated with January '69, and I am so fascinated by January '69. I just love everything about that month. Listening to them talk. If you listen to that first disc, I mean, one of the first things you hear John saying to George is that he didn't really care for All Things Must Pass because there's too many chords. Let's see. Graham Goldman is the only original member, but two others have been touring with 10cc since '77. Okay, fair. Ringo album, Lennon set, Beatles anthology. Let's go, Paul and George. Absolutely. And then we got Maz, of course. Nothing like the Beatles releases to get everyone happy and angry at the same time. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. We're never satisfied with these releases. We get a release, but then we say, but what about this? We're getting anthology, but what about Rubber Soul? Doesn't everybody want that instead? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I get you. We're never happy. We're never fully happy, and we're never satisfied with these releases. I get it. Same thing with the with the solo stuff too. I mean, I guess we can say we're mostly happy with the Lennon stuff, except for this new one. But then in a way, I was talking with Joe about this the other day. What was it? Was it Give Me Some Truth or Working Class? What is the compilation called? That's the same style as the new box sets. We didn't get that Woman Is the End of the World on that one either. So let's see here. Just release, not restore. Yeah, okay. 83 freaking discs. Absolutely. 83 discs. And I love every minute of it. Joseph said, I wonder if Volume 4 is session outtakes from earlier Beatles albums could be the way Apple to test the market to see if they should continue deluxe albums. I think they should. Absolutely. I don't think they need the Beatles. They don't need to test out the market. Okay. 2 weeks. Yeah. Absolutely. Tony says, great to talk, Paul, with Mazzy at the fest. Absolutely. It was just great to talk to Mazzy, period. Joe says, if it doesn't sell as well as they hope, will they continue with the deluxe sets? It'll sell. That's not going to be an issue. It's going to sell. I went to get, no, let me stop. I want the Get Back sessions as much as new material. Yeah, same here. Thank you. Give me some truth. Thank you. Yeah, give me some truth. Yeah, that song wasn't on that set either, was it? James says, I sometimes feel bad when I don't support a Beatle release, but I don't like Sometime in New York City, and I don't think that Madison Square Garden shows are very good, so I'm into my... And it's understandable. It's understandable. Very, very, very understandable. Yeah, give me some truth. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. See, yeah. Deuce says it will sell. It's the Beatles. It's the bloody Beatles. Yep. David says, I wish the Stones would do more box sets, but Abco ownership of the 60s material makes Keith and Mick, very understandable. So, yeah. And they have been putting out a bunch of live archive CDs out, right? So they do have a little bit of like a bootleg series that they release live stuff with, which is pretty cool. Yes, hope the fest was amazing. It was. You know, I loved every minute of it. Every single minute. All right, we're 50 minutes in. Let's see, how lucky are we as Beatle fans and not under Abco? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good on you, Paul. Good on you. Yeah. Very overcast day. It's really chilly. It's good. It's good hoodie weather. It's only 69 degrees right now. Let's see here. Lizzie says, I love a special deluxe edition of Beatles for sale. I think we're going to eventually get one of every album. At least I would hope so. I'm hoping for the Yellow Submarine with the newly discovered hour-long version of It's All Too Much. I love It's All Too Much. I think All Too Much is a fantastic song, jam. I love George's lyrics on that track. I love the intro. Tony says, I won't be happy until I know what's in it. We need new stuff. Yeah, tomorrow. Let's see here. James says, I enjoyed the Two Legs Chaos Fest panel. Certain softness wasn't discussed, but I love the track. Yeah, we get an hour. and unfortunately, we had to cut, a track, and that was it. That was the one. But I do enjoy certain softness. Sorry, Tom, if I blow up your phone at 2 a.m. tonight with screens. Yeah, please do. I'll try to stay up for it. I might go see a movie later on tonight. We'll see. Think about either seeing Weapons or Together. Have anybody of you guys seen the movies Weapons or Together? Let me know in the comment section. Tony says, I love every song off Chaos and Creation. That's right. It is your favorite album. And it's probably my second favorite Paul record. I love it. Two, really, the only song I actually can't stand are P.S. I Love You, and Ask Me Why. I'll even listen to Maxwell if you play me enough. Hey, well, come on. Maxwell Silverhammer is good. I don't care. I enjoy it. James says, I would have cut How Kind of You, Jenny Wren, or Follow Me. Oh, God, you can't cut How Kind of You. Come on. Those loops on How Kind of You are fantastic. Jenny Wren is a classic. I maybe would have cut Follow Me. And Tony says, hell no. Those are masterpieces, James. See, and that's the great thing, it's just everybody would have if everybody ranked everything, they would all be different, right? It's like snowflakes, everybody's is different. Each one is different, James says, does Maxwell get an extra hate because John and George hated? I think so. That could be the case. Whenever, the whole granny music thing that, John would call Paul's, music, some of Muzak, right? People, if you're a John person, maybe that would influence your opinion on those songs. James says, Chaos is an amazing album, but Follow Me is awful. Fine Line is one of his best ever single. I think Fine Line was a fantastic single. It was a great opening single. However, it was kind of misleading, right? Because the rest of the album in tone is very different. So there you go. Anyways, man, this has been great, guys. Great job. Great comments, great questions. I love it. Keep them coming. This is very good. 55 minutes in. We might stick to the 90-minute mark, depending on how the rest of this goes. Let's see. Will we ever get a Magical Mystery Tour deluxe set? I mean, if they find stuff, if they find like video, I'm sure they know where all the audio stuff is, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I hope so. I hope so, for sure. This is a better get back to work. Have a great Anthology press release, everyone. Yes. Yes, take care. Thanks for popping in, Lizzie. Appreciate it. Tony says Paul's work ethic is why he's the best of the Fabs. Yes, but great work ethic doesn't always equal great releases, Okay. But yeah, but I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, but okay, yeah. So probably gonna go see either a movie. Well, I think Together is already gonna be playing early, so maybe not. So maybe I'm gonna go see Weapons tonight. But excuse me while I gotta plug in the laptop here. So give me a second, y'all. All right. All right. Yes, absolutely. The Beatles would have stopped after 67 without Paul's drive. Right. Right. But it's funny because when we think of Paul McCartney, we think of just, release after release after release. But there's other artists that have more albums out than Paul. I mean, Elton John has more releases than Paul. Neil Young has more releases than Paul. I don't know if you, as a solo artist, okay. I mean, I don't know if you can technically count Beatles releases in with Paul. I don't know, or would you? But I mean, but as prolific artists come, I don't know. Myers, this might be interesting. If John and Paul had walked into SNL, what would you have had them do? Also, what oldies would you have had them do on the roof of a proper 69 show? Good question. I bet you if they went in there, that's probably what they would have done is covers of the old stuff. Possibly. I mean, because what do? You just can't go in there and do solo stuff. I mean, would they do a Beatles song or would they do Everly Brothers track? What would they do? Elvis track? Good question. Was Paul too prolific? Better quality control would have helped his solo material. I don't know about that. If anything, he could have been more prolific, right? I mean, he could have released stuff like Return to Pepperland, but maybe quality control did help him with that release. Let's see here. Follow Me is one of my favorite Paul songs this century. Okay, Mike, thank you for that. Tony D says Luca believes How Kind of You is about Linda and thinks his arguments make sense. Okay. James, how we doing, my friend? Yes, good afternoon to you. And we've got Uncle Paul here. Hello, Tom. Big Playhouse. Hello from on this September. Yeah, it seems like September, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like August right now. I'm telling you that right now. That must be the same over by you as well. So, but yeah, good to. Thanks for being here, Uncle Paul. Appreciate it. So check out Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse if you haven't already. Please subscribe. He's a good guy. Anyways, so yeah. So I think I'm going to get some lunch here soon. We're at the hour mark as of right now. We are been live for an hour. Thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. I'm pretty sure we're going to be having a listening party here for all of our Patreon and Discord family members. I can't wait for that. And if you want to, join the fam, you can go to Patreon /2legs, and you can pick one of 3 levels to be a member, and that would be very appreciative. I mean, obviously, you don't have to. This show will always remain free, but if you want to help the show, support the show, head over to Patreon /2legs, and you can do so. And then you'll be added to our Discord family, and you'll be invited to a listening party that we do once a month, and it's usually towards the end of the month. So I would have guessed that probably next week we would have some kind of listening party, as we do every month. Buyers. Paul has only had about 4 people tell him no in 60 years, so not every decision and release is going to be good, but thankfully for us, most of them have been. I agree. Excuse me. I agree. Rumor has it 12 LP set will be north of $300. Yeah, $300. Yeah, again, affirm. Pay overtime. Let's see here. The boy says, I think even if Paul had less friction with Nigel, I don't think he'd work with him again. Paul moves on to the next in vogue. Yeah. Yep. Tony D, I wanted to ask you at the fest, how do you compare Chaos to Memory Almost Full? Well, I mean, Chaos, I think, is a better album. But Memory is fantastic as well. My only issue with Memory Almost Full is how loud it was mixed, right? James is definitely excited about Power to the People. I am not. I still haven't pre-ordered it. I don't think I'm getting that set at all. I'm going to, in protest against the song that's not on it. And I would do the same for. I mean, look. If Paul released an archive release and he took a track off because of controversy, I probably wouldn't get that either. So other acts, Mazzy has pointed out several times that other acts have been putting out current reissues of past albums that have had that word on it, and they're doing it. So buyers, if I subscribe to the super duper gold platinum Patreon, will one of the perks be Mark Lewison finishing Volume 2? Guarantee. Yes, it's a guarantee that if you join, that Mark Lewison will finish Volume 2 and Volume 3 at that. Yes, it's a guarantee. Duke, Tom, so much other material, but to each their own. Yes, to each their own. Other people are not as high profile as John Lennon, Oh well, it's too bad. It's just too bad. But we've talked about that already. We've talked about it at length. I'm not getting it. Cold body take. He won't be around to finish. Wow. Oof. David. No, I do believe that the reason why 2 is taking so long is because he's doing research for 2 and 3. Okay. As we know, Death is batting 1,000. People are dropping, left and right. So he's getting all these interviews in now while they're here, instead of later, which I think is the smart move. Maybe, in one case, he probably should have done that all along. Just do as many interviews you can, and then start putting the books out, But I think that's the right thing to do is just do the research for 1 and 2. I'm sorry, for 2 and 3, and then start writing. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it has been a long time. I'm unfortunately going to have to reread, Volume 1. Again before Volume 2 comes out. But I won't mind because Volume 1 was such a remarkable reading experience. I loved it. Right? So many things that we thought were different. You get all these different stories, and then, come to find out, no, it didn't happen that way. So, but whatever. To each tel's own. Anyways, let's see here. Buyer says, do you think is banned from Apple EMI? What is? Also, as soon as Walls and Bridges announced, I will be selling a kidney. Oh, do you think Lewison is banned from? I think they're probably on bad terms now. I did watch that Miss Odell documentary I picked up at the fest, and I gotta say it's very good. It's better than I was expecting. Mark Lewison is in that. Peter Asher's in it. The Mel Evans kids are in there. A lot of people. Patty's in there. Yeah. Okay. So this might be a better way, James, to say, not banned, but not employed anymore. Right. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was banned, or if he was banned. Wouldn't be surprised. Anyways, how's work going there, Duke? You having a good time working today? What's the latest on the Hoffman Forum? No video information yet? I remember back in 2018, when we were following the Hoffman Forum for the box set of Wildlife and Red Rose Speedway, and there were so many people commenting saying, God, I gotta buy Wildlife box set and I don't even like that album. David says it's slow. Yeah. And not yet on any information about anything on video. That's too bad, because that would be cool if it was all at the same time. If John called the song Woman is the Slave of the World, there would be all this controversy, but we know he and Yoko wanted to make a point with shock. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do or say the shocking thing to get any attention. Absolutely. Sometimes, like, when people go on strike, when is it? During business hours, right? Then you get people to listen. Yeah. If you don't do strike on, if you do a strike on, on your time off, who's going to pay attention, right? Oh well. What's going on, everybody? Come on. We're an hour 8 in, 68 minutes in. I guess I'll go the full 90 minutes here. So we're going to go, a few more here, 22 more minutes. And then I'm going to get some lunch and see what else the day brings. Let's see here. Scary thought. I bought Tune In for my dad's 61st birthday. I really wanted him to read 2 and 3. Sorry if he passed, then I take it, James. And my condolences. Hello, Richard. How you doing? What's going on? So we're just chatting about all things Beatles. Tony, there are other offensive songs on the album, a.k.a. Luck of the Irish. Right, other offensive things too. Look, Angelo was a communist, okay? And you're going to try to sell an album in America about a communist. Come on. Are you disappointed by Anthology for the box art? The box art that all the albums are going to be in, I'm not the biggest fan of, okay? But no, not really. Not really. I mean, I'm sure they probably could have asked, what's his name, to do a new piece, but he's also what? He's almost, what is he, 90 now? No, he's still very well, but he's 73. So a sobering thought, given how long the books are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you, buddy. I get you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad he's alive and well. Yeah, 87. Right. No, maybe he just doesn't have the energy to create a new album cover. Um, Plus, those first three are so iconic, right? And I think it's good just to have the whole thing on there. I personally think "Fuck You" is more offensive than a woman being anything of the world. Wow. Ah, man, I love that song. I love "Fuck You," and I love seeing him do it live. The cover is so iconic. Like you just, yeah, yeah. Um, what about Bowie when he did that for what was the name of the album when he put the Heroes on there, the cover of Heroes, and then the big black box in front of it? I thought that was pretty offensive. Worked at the music store during Anthology release. The amount of display promotional stuff was off the charts. Yeah, there was a lot of promotional stuff in there. Yeah, I remember going to record stores and seeing, those promotional pieces. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. What else? Is anybody doing anything this weekend? Any plans soon? Who's going to see McCartney? Let me know what cities you're going to go see McCartney in. So, anyways, anybody pick up some box sets from any other artist or new music? I'm always looking for new music. I am going to start actually getting into. I'm a fan of them, but I'm going to start getting their back catalog, and that's the Scorpions. Okay, Angelo says, Tom, I just this minute won an auction for the Wings 1980 Japan tour. Holy shit! Holy grail for me since the 80s. Oh my god, that is amazing. You are going to have to send us a picture of that. Holy shit. Email us at twolegspodcast@gmail.com. I want to see that picture. I want to see that picture. Man, that is very cool. Very cool. The first CDs I ever bought was Let It Be and The Very Best of Cream. We got one thing in common. The very first CDs that I bought was Let It Be as well, but the other one was what's the U2 album with Still Haven't Found Joshua Tree. So wow, yeah, Joshua Tree and Let It Be were my first CDs. We'll send pics, definitely. Yes, I cannot wait to see that. I want a double CD set of Chaos, so they give us the bonus songs. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Yep, Summer '59, Growing Up, Falling Down. And there's a few others. Yeah, I've been meaning to buy the Japanese version that has the other bonus track on there as well. Ben Folds 5 first album turned 30 last week, so I've been listening to them a lot. I love Ben Folds. I got to cook for Ben Folds. I was working at a steakhouse in Chicago called the Palm. This was This was 21 years ago. Um, when I left Michigan to move to Chicago, I was working for at a steakhouse called the Palm. Ben Folds came in. Another funny thing is I'm a huge original lineup of Chicago fan. I adore the original lineup of Chicago. So I'm at the host stand checking out reservations for the next couple days. Okay. So I left my head because a couple people were approaching the host stand, and Peter Cetera walked in, and I about shit myself. And because it's just something you weren't expecting. Just lift your head, and then all of a sudden you see Peter Cetera there, and like I said, I almost shite myself, and I went to the host, grabbed the host, and say, "Seat this guy, please." That was pretty cool. I did get to see Chicago in Chicago, but unfortunately, Peter Cetera is no longer in the group. So, yeah, yep. This is what should I say? It's just CLM Inc. Is that just what it is? Do you have a name? Do I know you? So just saw Todd Rundgren. Have you heard Utopia's deface the music or take on a beat? No, I have got to work Utopia a show with Todd Rundgren, and that was fun. I don't have any of their music. They did do Love is the Answer. They closed the show with Love is the Answer, which I think is a fantastic song. I love Eagle Dan and Dan Thor, whatever his name was. I love their version too. But yeah, Todd's an interesting fellow. Did you know Terry Cass' wife is Jeff Lynne's current wife? I did not. No, I did not. Very interesting. Yeah, she's from Michigan. I did see the Terry Cass' daughter put together the Terry Cass documentary. Yeah, no, I did not know that. Very interesting. All right, we're going to go about 12 more minutes. So get your last thoughts and comments in there. And she really got around with the celebrities, didn't she? Well, when you're used to living a certain lifestyle, I guess, right? I don't know. Let's see here. As far as new music, you might like Daniel Santiago. Really good stuff. And Clapton guests on a couple of his albums. Okay. Cool. Oh, yes. I cannot wait for these damn McCartney shows to get started. I am going to. I probably will pre-order. Uh-oh. We got breaking news here. Duke Viking. What is this breaking news? Let's have it. Come on. Start typing the still no news, you bastard. You bastard. Oh well. Anyways, so we're pretty sure I guess Thursday is the announcement day tomorrow, right around what 9, 10 a.m. right? Gary, okay, Gary, thank you, buddy. Lansing. I was just in Lansing not too long ago. I was there visiting my friend Alan, and we went to go see Superman on the IMAX screen. Anyways, it's great to have you here. Thank you. Yeah, so that's about it. We're good. I think we got all our anthology talk in, right? Let's see here. I must get dinner. Always a pleasure. Have a good time at the movies. Give my regards to Elm Street. James, you're always welcome, my friend. Glad you're here, and enjoy your dinner. Uncle Arthur, how you doing? Which McCartney shows are you going to, Tom? Well, I've said before that I'm going to as of right now, I'm going to Las Vegas, Minneapolis, and the second Chicago show. So there's which is the last show on the tour. I'm still eyeing probably three more shows, and go from there. Yeah, I would like to hit one of the Atlanta shows. Definitely, probably might do the Tulsa show. There's still a lot of good tickets left for some of those Midwest shows. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the area and want to get away, you can join. You can join us. Andy, myself, Joan, a few others will be in Vegas. I'm really looking forward to that, which is the second show of the tour at Allegiant Stadium, which I've done. I worked Allegiant for 3 months, and I got to work some pretty high-profile shows there, and which were fun. Big place. I don't think they're as big as SoFi. When I was at SoFi in 22 to see Paul McCartney, that might have been the biggest venue I'd ever been in my life. That place was just massive. SoFi Stadium, absolutely massive. But it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see a stage get put together like that. If you're at like a ballpark or a football stadium. Thank you for all the latest news. Great. So thank you, Mike. As always appreciate you being here. Always appreciate you being here and your comments. You've been a great supporter of the show. So anytime, my friend. Still holding out for Detroit, but probably head to one of the Canadian shows, Gary. Yeah, Gary, I do want to do the Hamilton. I would like to do the Hamilton one, Gary, but man, those prices are too crazy. Too crazy. Gabby, music fan, how you doing? Hi, Thomas. Gabby from the Fest. My first time commenting on one of these things. Hope you enjoy your Paul shows. Gabby, it's great to see you. It's great to see you again at the Fest. So yeah. Thank you for final commenting. That's awesome. Gary says still holding out for Detroit. Yeah, that's right. Richard James, rudest celebrity you'd ever worked with? Well, I wouldn't say he was the rudest, but I knew if I did mess with him, he probably would be rude. And that was Ian Anderson, Jeff Rotall. He walked in, and you could tell right away that he didn't want anything to do with anybody. So I was there cooking breakfast. I made him some eggs or whatever, and he went to the farthest chair, on the farthest table. He was just like, "Leave me the hell alone." So that was always one of the funny things about working that show was Ian didn't want anything to do with anybody. So I didn't really actually work with anybody that was really rude. But yeah. And if I ever do think, I mean, because you just do so many shows, you forget things. But that one always stood out to me. One of the nicest people was Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. When we did his show, his first tour after the pandemic, I mean, he was just like excited to be back, and he was chatty, And he was talking to me about, was I happy that shows were back? And I was like, absolutely. So Dave Mustaine was a joy to talk to. Um, you know, Nearly everything John did in the early '70s was offensive. All right, we're still on that. Let's just leave that alone now, okay? Let's just leave it alone. All right, you don't want to keep beating a dead horse. Let's see. It sounds like he had a flu up his ass. He probably did. He probably did. Yeah, that is ironic, isn't it? Don't you think? Anyways, though that being said, I'm going to start saying my goodbyes here to everybody. We got a little less than 5 minutes to go, but thank you, Gabby. Finally, thank you, Gabby. Don't be shy. Keep those comments coming, okay, girl? And hopefully we'll see. You're going to be at both Atlanta shows, I think. We'll see if I get a ticket for one of the Atlanta shows. I'll let you know. All right. You're gonna catch the Who on their list. No, I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm not the biggest Who fan. I like some of their hits, but you know, and I had their albums too, but I just ended up getting rid of them because for whatever reason. All right. So yeah, I like them, but there's that. Not a goodbye, but a till next year. Yeah. No, I'll text you later. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Tom, I've been selected to be on the Beatles choir Fab Four. That's fantastic. I love to hear that. That's great. Very cool, Tony. Congratulations. Gabe says, yes, we should meet up at one of the Atlanta shows. I'll try commenting more. Yeah, if you want to, please do. I mean, no pressure or anything, but if you want to, please do. That'd be great. That'd be great. You know. But yeah, so I mean, Gabby, Tony, David, Richard. Who else we got here? We got Mike. We got Gary. Tony. Did I say Tony yet? Who we got here? The James brothers, the James gang, right? We'll call you, Byers and Boyce, the James gang. We'll call you that from now on. Let's see here. Well, Angelo. What do we got here? I know Doc was here. James Martinez, Joseph Montaneo, Uncle Paul. You guys are awesome. Yep, David was here. Mazzy was here. Christian was here. Kent was here. So many great people. Thank you guys. Lizzie was here. Ollie was here. So again, thank you everybody for popping in and giving your comments. This was fantastic. All you guys are awesome. Angela says thanks for the chat today. Absolutely. I'll be back next week. To do my ranking of everything. Tom ranks everything, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna try to get through it as quickly as possible. But like I said, this is the 9th anniversary of Two Legs, so hard to believe that it's been 9 years doing this with David and then and Andy. It's been fantastic, and we'll do that. We'll do that next week. Andy and I are going to be recording a new episode tomorrow night, so that should be out Saturday. We're also got a bunch of great ideas for more episodes in the future. Make sure check out Andy. Should be live this Sunday coming up. I don't think he was live because he's been writing, and so he's only been going live every other week. So I think this coming Sunday he'll be live, and that'll be fantastic. Check that out. But like I said, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit that like button. And Tim, that's okay. That's all right. You can't make them all. Also, the last day of all 4 Beatles recorded together, 69, August 20th. Is that right? Yeah. There you go. And that's today, August 20th. Interesting. Very interesting. Cool. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for today. I will see you next week live. and like I said, new episode coming out this weekend. All right. So, peace out, everyone. Cheers.